The views and opinions on this show are for entertainment purposes only. The only factual information is any story that has happened to AT2 or the parties involved. Other than that, go ahead and get you a drink, get you something to eat, just relax and enjoy the show. Let's have fun. All right, y'all, let's get real.
Yo, it's fight week. It's fight week, and ain't nobody want to fight. What's going on? What's up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Talk the Real Deal with AT2. And yes, I'm your boy AT2. How everybody doing? How everybody living? How everybody feeling? So today we are going to talk about Chrisean and the fake pregnancy, Blueface, Chris Brown versus Kiely from 3LW. You know what? That's what song I should have did for karaoke. I'm getting a little tired of you broken promises. I should have did that song, but I didn't even think of it. But let me say what's up to the people. What's up? Shout out to all my members, by the way. What's up, Winnie? What's up, Vegas Girl? What's up, Wanda? Shout out to all my moderators. I see Mina up in here. I know Just Curious was just in the members live. What's up, Southern Belle? How you doing? What's up, Chemical? Thank you for coming. Who else we got? Casey, of course, Casey up in the building. Tony, shout out to everybody on Facebook and people watching on Twitter as well too. We got MB. What's up, Kay? Who else? Wendy Lucas. Let me see. Okay, I think I got everybody for the most part. Okay, we all here. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. Hit that notification bell when you subscribe to the channel, or if you already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification bell. So the song I'm gonna sing for y'all today. What's up, John? Thank you for coming. What's up, Nalita? Thank you for coming. All right, so the song I'm going to sing for you today is I Get So Lonely by Janet Jackson. What's up, Thanha? Thank you for coming. All right, y'all ready? What's up, Bunny?
16.
Okay. Put your hands up. I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I want no one but you. I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I want no one but. Sitting here with my tears, all alone with my fears. I'm wondering if I had to do without you. And there's no reason why I fell asleep late last night. Crying like a newborn child, holding myself close, pretending my arms are yours. I want no one. Singing background. So lonely. I can't let just anybody. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I want no one, but I get so lonely. I can't let just anybody. You are the one that lives in me, my dear. I want no one but. All right, whoo, thank you. Who got the heater on right now? It's hot. But thank you, everybody, for coming. I know some of y'all were a little late coming in, but thank you for coming. I appreciate that. So we're gonna go ahead. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we're gonna talk a little update from the Aaliyah daughter situation too as well. I have a few more thoughts after watching. Let me read this transcript. I have a few more thoughts about it, so I just want to say that, you know, I get so I get so horny. Yo, Cynthia, you are crazy. I love that. I know I need a wardrobe malfunction, huh? Oh man. Oh, thank you, Southern Belle. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Okay, what we want to start out with first? We're gonna start out with 3LW Kiely versus Chris Brown. I'm getting a little tired of your broken promises. So this is the situation, y'all. So Kiely called out basically Chloe for working with Chris Brown because of his history with abuse. You know, the whole Rihanna situation. Here's my overview on that. I feel like this Rihanna situation, we have to let this go. At this point, we got to let it go. Us trying to hold this against this man for years and years and years, like that, it's ridiculous. Rihanna has moved on and Chris Brown has moved on. More importantly, Rihanna has moved on, which to me, that matters the most because it happened to her. As far as us, it didn't happen to us. If she forgave him, then we have to forgive him. I think a lot of times we feel that we need an apology instead of the person that the deed or whatever was done to. Oh shit, that actually describes what I'm going through right now. But we feel like we need the apology instead of the person that it happened to. Rihanna was owed that apology. We weren't owed shit at the end of the day. So people are still trying to bring this up, trying to make this a thing. It's sad, it's petty. People really need to let it go. And the man is still making hits. He's still making money. People are obviously listening to his music. So at this point, you got to let it go. And so Chris Brown, you know, retaliated and stuff like that. He made it a point to call out all the white abusers out there, like Mel Gibson, Sean Penn. I didn't know Sean Penn was an abuser. Charlie Sheen. He was all like, why do these people get a second chance and I don't? I think a couple of things. Yeah, they probably got the protection, you know, the complexion for the protection. Yeah, that's one thing. But I think also, too, their situations happen at a time where there wasn't social media. And so because there wasn't social media at the time, and it was just like things put out in the press or, you know, National Enquirer, I think people didn't see it for themselves. With this situation, it was more closer to home because it was really when social media was a big thing, plastered all over TMZ, and they were like the hottest couple at the time. Rihanna and Chris Brown, they were young and everything like that, and they were like, you know, they got years ahead of them and all this stuff. So I think people looked at it and took it more harshly because it got more eyes than those other situations where we didn't necessarily see proof. I mean, you know, I heard about the situation. I was like, oh, damn, that's sad. But when they released that photo of Rihanna, it was all like, whoa, like this shit is crazy. I know for me, it shocked the hell out of me. Like when they released that photo of Rihanna, and y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to show you a picture, but you know what I'm talking about. They released that photo of Rihanna. We're like, whoa, like he really... I mean, she didn't even look the same. Like it was bad, you know, where if we heard like, you know, he might have slapped her around or something like that, I think it wouldn't be, and I hate to say it like this, but it wouldn't be as bad if we didn't see it. What's up, Juice? And shout out to everybody else coming in the room right now. But because we actually seen what he did, I think that was such a big deal. And he was canceled at that time too as well. Remember? He couldn't sell any concerts. He gave a free tour. He wasn't selling no albums. Like he has went through it, and he had emotional breakdowns. I don't know if y'all remember. Was it Good Morning America where he threw the chair out the window? He threw a chair at the window and it like broke, and that was like a big thing. Like he went through a lot during this time. Now, another reason why I think Chris Brown does get it hard is because of his actions. I think with who he is and sometimes the way he acts, you don't feel bad for him anymore. You're kind of like, oh, well, it is what it is. You don't feel sorry for him. And I think that's what happens with Chris Brown a lot. You don't feel sorry after a while. And you're kind of like, well, you know, why are we feeling bad for this man when he acts a fool or he acts out and stuff like that? So people are not as sympathetic towards him as well, you know? And I think that's the same for a lot of people when they act a certain way or they're known for like having this bad boy image. People aren't sympathetic towards them, so they don't care, and they'll use it to attack you. Unfortunately, Chris Brown, they're always going to use that to attack you. That's kind of like what Blueface is talking about. So Chris Brown had actually mentioned Blueface and that whole situation because Kiely was praising that she needs to do a deep dive on Chrisean and Blueface, which I don't like talking about them on my channel, but we got to today. You know, we got to talk about them today. So, you know, he mentioned that. And so Blueface clapped back, and this is what he had to say. Let me go ahead and play the video. It's about 2 minutes. And I want you to look at Blueface's face because I went ahead and circled something. Let me show you real quick. So if you look at the top of his head and then you look around his mustache, it looked like he had a scab. So did Chrisean beat your ass? Because I'm wondering if that's what the situation was. Did Chrisean beat your ass? Because it looked like she might have beat your ass or something like that. You know, I'm just saying. Because where did those scabs come from? It's a good question. Hey, the people want to know. We want to know, Blueface, where those scabs came from. Okay, and then I have here what Kiely actually said. Let me pull this up, y'all. So Kiely had tweeted, but someone had called her out. It said, "Oh, but Kiely hates domestic violence, huh? This be all this be all of y'all fake advocate ass shit. The fake advocate as shit." And then Kiely had tweeted a while ago. She said, "Doing an exploratory dive into Blueface and Chrisean because I need to see some mess that's not mine. Clips and YouTube recommendations." So she's basically praising a couple that we know that get in fights and beat each other all the time. But yet she's calling out Chris Brown for doing a song with Chloe. It's the hypocrisy. But this is what Blueface had to say, and let's go ahead and dig into this.
It's breezy. Beat the Yaki. What's happening, cuz? Look, check it out. I understand the frustration, fool. You know, for me being in the situation. I'm not even gonna trip on you, because the message you trying to send is way off. I get it. You know, bitch hit me. It's funny, I hit her back as fuck Blueface, so I totally get it. That'd be the most irritating thing ever. But you gotta play the cards that you was dealt. You want some, but they did it too. Why aren't you guys telling them anything type shit? And it's like, bro, life don't work like that, man. You know, if we all go do a crime together, we're not all gonna get the same time together. You hear me? You might get the most amount of time. We might not all say nothing, but we all went and did the crime, so we gotta take the time. You hear me? You want some, you guys are gonna give me the most time, but they did it too. Like, judge, sentence them. Yeah, like, we ain't got nothing to do with that, bro. I mean, like, handle your candle, deal with your situation how you deal with it. Only thing I disagree with is you posting all these random white people and me and the bitch and trying to like distract from your thing. You feel me? Like, you gotta stand on it, kid. Like, if you beat the bitch up, shit, you beat the bitch up. Like, oh God, like, you scared to like, yeah, like, I get it, you on some R&B, you don't want to be seen as R&B, but oh God, you beat the Yaki, you gotta, hey, I beat my bitch up, man. I ain't finna come on here and be like, well, Chris Brown did it 16 years ago, and you guys let him still like perform at the BET Awards, and I'm gonna sound like a square guy. That's what I'm gonna sound like. And my last opinion is, cuz you beat up the wrong bitch. Yeah, you got a bad judge. Like, you feel me? We didn't all get the same judge. Cuz yeah, I got a bitch. You feel me? She gonna fight back, so I'm gonna get less time. You hear me? You beat up yeah, you beat up the wrong bitch. You beat up the bitch that just performed at the Super Bowl. Nigga, like, yeah, like, I'm sorry, fool. Like, you should have got you a little ghetto bitch or something that you could fight with. That's what I did. I could have had plenty of famous bitches. I decided to go to, feel me, my natural element, underground. You feel me?
You annoying, my nigga.
Beat the Yaki. Moral of the story: watch it. You can't be watching a bitch you beat up.
Disgusting. So basically, his advice to Chris Brown was, "Hey, watch what bitch you beat up." So this lets you know why he's with Chrisean, because she's a hood bitch, so ain't nobody gonna care about her if I smack her around. So that was his thought process. You beat up the wrong bitch. And I'm going to say bitch because that's the word he used. I'm sorry. I got to use it because it ain't going to hit right if I say the B word. I'm going to say bitch so it can hit y'all. So he said, you didn't beat up the right bitch. That was his advice to Chris Brown. You beat up the wrong one. So if you ever want to be abusive to women, you need to beat up the right ones that nobody cares about. How sad is that? How sad is that? What's up, Shauna? That was Chrisean. Yeah, she was laughing in the back. That was the disturbing thing. She was laughing. You all strung out on drugs and don't know that. You know what I mean? She all strung out on drugs and don't realize that's not love, that he's beating your ass and got you in a predicament, got you with a tooth missing, and you think it's funny. Got you with a tooth missing and you think it's funny. This is a problem. And the fact that he said you beat up the wrong, and I want to say shout out to Cynthia and NJ for bringing up the whole whatchamacallit, the Carucci situation, because I did hear that there was some DV with Carucci as well too. I just didn't dive into it because I thought it was something like she didn't talk about, but he treated that girl so wrong. He even left her for Rihanna and then took her back after. That was horrible. But anyway, yeah, so with advice like that, and here's the thing, he already has 2 children, so this is what he's going to teach his children. Oh, you need to beat up the right bitch in order what and he said it so confidently too. And they still gonna have a show on Zeus Network, y'all. Don't even say, oh, I'm gonna cancel my Zeus Network thing. Nah, it don't matter. He's still gonna have a show on Zeus Network, and they still not gonna care. It's not gonna end well for Chrisean and Blueface until somebody is, you know, it's not gonna end up well until somebody is offed. And so Blueface did go to his Instagram story and posted that he ain't got no beef. He was just, pointing out, because he was just pointing out Chris Brown because he called him out. So that's why he was calling him out, but he has no beef with him. Oh, make sure you guys hit the like button too as well. But he has no beef with Chris Brown or anything like that. So he just wanted to clear things up. But the damage is already done. You said that ignorant shit and you thought it was cool that he said that. You beat up the wrong bitch. That's what he said, y'all. He thought it was cool to say that. And Chrisean laughing in the background like a little child. Like, what? What's wrong with y'all in Baltimore? It's two group of people that are crazy. And it seemed like the women, no offense. It's 2 group of people that are crazy. The people from Maryland and the people from Philly. Let me say Baltimore, the people from Baltimore and the people from Philly. It seemed like they a little off or something like that. They all crazy as hell. Like what is in the water in Philly and what is in the water in Baltimore? It gotta be some crack cocaine in y'all water because I don't understand like the thought process sometimes, I don't get it. So Blueface and Chrisean have lived their whole life. Hey, now leave Philly. I'm sorry. We still love y'all, but y'all crazy. But yeah, I just don't get the whole glorification of DV and thinking that it's cool and thinking that it's okay. And just knowing that that's their thing, like, oh, we beat the shit out of each other. And that's kind of like our gimmick or like our image that we have. This makes sense why you don't see them on the large scale. Because you got to remember, Zeus Network is like the Section 8 of all the apps, you know? I'm just being honest. And I know some people are going to be like, you shouldn't bring them down because they're a black. Da, da, da. No, F that. They're the Section 8 of the whole apps, TV, whatever. They're the Section 8 sector, you know? And so Blueface, you're never going to see Blueface and Chrisean on those like pop culture levels and stuff like that. You might see them walking the BET red carpet, but other than that, you're not going to see them anywhere on like a national platform that actually cares about them, that's not exploiting them. You're always going to see them doing somebody's little podcast or something like that, but you're never going to see them doing anything big or major because nobody wants to be a part of that. As soon as, like, let me tell you this, I'm going to just put it out there. It's Black History Month. Mind you, we need our reparations right here. We're going to have a show about reparations. Don't worry. But you got to think about it. As soon as the white people get a hold of what Chrisean and Blueface is doing, and say if they got a show on ABC, NBC, or something like that, oh, that show getting canceled. Their appearance is getting pulled, it's getting canceled, and everything once they find out that these two people beating the shit out of each other. Which brings me to my next point. We got to stop saying Chrisean is pregnant. Chrisean is not pregnant. She was caught smoking, and also she was caught weightlifting. Like, you can't be weightlifting, lifting 300 and some pounds pregnant, and then on top of that, you in the club smoking. Chrisean ain't pregnant, y'all. That went along with the whole they got married thing. That was a part of their music video. But some people are still under the impression that she's pregnant, but they haven't said anything. So the thing is that I believe that she's embarrassed because she said they were pregnant, and now she got to try to make up a fake story like, oh yeah, I lost the baby or something like that. I guarantee you that's what's going to happen. But she was smoking, weightlifting. Y'all, she ain't pregnant. That's all fake. It's sad, but that's all fake. Yeah, she ain't pregnant. I'm just waiting to see her with a bottle of Henny. She was probably drunk in that video. You heard her laughing in the back going, she was probably drunk. You think she is pregnant, but she's pregnant, weightlifting, smoking in the club. And why are you still doing club appearances if you're pregnant? That's crazy to me. I thought she was too. I don't give them much attention though. Yeah, y'all. This is all recent too. The weightlifting video was last week, and then this week it was the smoking video. They called her smoking. I think it was on site. A lot of people smoke when they pregnant. I know. I've seen somebody about 8 months pregnant drinking a 40. And I was like 13 at the time. Hold on, let's break this up. Yeah, Princess, she was never pregnant. So I was like, no, I wasn't 13. No, I was actually adult. I was like 18, right? And I was at, I think, my cousin's house or something like that, and we were all chilling. And like this lady, I noticed she had a belly, but I seen her with a 40, right? And she just drinking it out the brown paper bag, you know, just drinking it, taking it to the head, right? And so I was all like, is she pregnant? And then my mom actually said something. She was like, oh, you know, you're going to have trouble with that baby when they get, you know, older because, you know, you drink. Like, you sure you should be drinking? She was like, oh, I'm fine. It just relieves my stress. That's crazy to me. You would endanger your baby because you want to drink a 40 ounce. What would make you want to drink? What would make you want to harm the child inside of you? Disgusting. Disgusting. Make sure y'all hit that like button. But yeah, yeah, that was the only time I seen like a pregnant woman ever drink. And we was in the hood too, so it ain't no point either. It's a lost cause right there. Never believed Chrisean ass was pregnant. Right, a lot of people didn't believe she was pregnant. Yeah, well, Vegas, I hope you ain't pregnant. You can go ahead and have one. Just don't be pregnant, okay? Right, MB, she's a child herself. It's definitely not okay. Right. It's not okay at all. Cynthia, yeah, fetal alcohol syndrome. Right. That can definitely happen. It's a real thing. Someone told me once that they crave beer while pregnant. I was like, damn. Ooh. Yeah, please. Oh, if you're pregnant, please don't drink. I do want to say disclaimer. Please don't drink when you're pregnant. We don't recommend it. We're just sharing a story, just in case people want to spread a rumor that I think that it's okay to be drinking when you're pregnant and stuff like that. I wanted to go back to the picture. So in the video, you seen that he had like a existing scab that probably is healing up, and then he has one on his upper lip area where his mustache is. So I'm probably all like, she probably knocked him upside the head last week. It finally healed or whatnot. But like, this is the this is the couple. This is not Bobby and Whitney. I never seen no marks on Bobby or Whitney. When they was beating each other, it was just a thing that we were saying. We never seen the marks. Oh, well, they did go to court. Yeah, they did go to court and stuff like that. But Whitney said she didn't get hit, though. But this situation right here, we've seen videos of them beating each other ass. It's sad. And so somebody like this, who's continuously fighting and hitting his woman, doesn't get canceled, but they're still trying to cancel Chris Brown. At this point, leave Chris Brown alone. Leave him alone, damn it. Leave Chris Brown alone. Leave him alone. Now, I wanted to pull up this. So Kiely, she had responded to somebody's comment. It said, a cheetah girl really made Chris Brown press. And she said, and not even one of the famous ones. I thought that was funny. Kiely is known for getting under people's skin, you know? She's known for getting under people's skin. That's what she does. She's currently fighting with the other two members of 3LW because they recently took a picture and she's upset about it. Kiely just seems like a hater. Right. And Jayla, you're right. They know better than to be drinking while they're pregnant. Come on now. She was going to take a vacuum cleaner and get the glass out of his head, but Miss Barbara, I know you don't win upside a few people's head, huh? Miss Barbara, a fighter. I know she don't win upside a few people's head and shit like that. And then I wanted to go ahead and put this one up. Now, this one I do want to say the word train is going to be used. So trigger warning, trigger warning. So there's a video of Kiely dancing on on Instagram. And so Chris Brown went in her chat and trolled her. So you know how she said, oh, maybe some of y'all don't. Maybe some of y'all don't. Well, she basically said that she hooked up with 3 members of B2K all at the same time. So this is why he was putting Choo Choo and Miss Amtrak. He threw tomatoes and he said whack ass, you know, F-U-C-K. So he was basically making fun of her for sleeping with everybody in B2K. So Chris Brown, you know, even though she called out Chris Brown is clapping back at her too. So, you know, it definitely goes both ways. It seemed like this battle is probably going to continue on and on and on, but we'll forget about it soon. But, you know, I'm entertained by it. You know, it's funny. A cheetah girl and a 3LW versus Chris Brown. Like, who would ever thought like they would be beefing with each other? That shit just seems so random, you know? Kiely just mad because she broke. Right. I know she ain't making no money. Thank you, Patricia, for coming. Yeah, definitely. Kiely is the new Chrissy Teigen, right? But Chrissy Teigen been saying like she got in trouble for saying some wild shit on Twitter. Like it was crazy, y'all. Like, but she apologized or whatever. So you know it is what it is. All right, y'all. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about Aaliyah's alleged daughter, Lagena. So Lagena is on her way to Dallas. I think she's going by bus. I don't think it was plain, but Lagena, Aaliyah's alleged daughter, is on her way. Now, I just have a few thoughts. So she's gonna go meet up with Jag or whatever, right? Here's my thing. After she gets to Dallas, what is the plan? Like, is the plan to get her help? Then I have another question. 2, was she allowed to leave? Like, does she have a guardian or someone that's supposed to look after her? Yeah, she's grown, but allegedly she's grown. We don't, because she said the age that they told her on her birth certificate was a fake birthday. I'm confused about the whole thing. So we have that. And then also, thirdly, is she going to like get professional help in Dallas? Or is this a situation where she's going to be featured on people's show and podcasts and all this stuff? Fourthly, I don't even think fourthly is a word, but fourthly, where's the DNA test? Where's the DNA test? Because at this point, we need to know if you are or not. She doesn't want the people who are her actual parents. She doesn't want her people who are actually her parents to get the blood test to make sure that that's their daughter. She wants Aaliyah's family to go get the test done to prove or not that she's the daughter. And I guess she's going to apologize. Shout out to let me read the transcript. I guess if she's found to not be Aaliyah's daughter, she's going to then apologize. Now, remember Margot said the situation with her sister and stuff like that. She said, sometimes you do have to go the extra mile and not say like necessarily like they're crazy or anything like that. You do have to go the extra mile to be all like, hey, this is not true or whatever, just to prove. And then they'll be all like, oh, okay, all right. However, I don't know if she's so far gone where she doesn't know that she's not I don't believe that she doesn't know, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't believe that she doesn't know. I think she's well aware of what she's doing and she's playing in our faces. Because again, remember the last show I called it out that she actually mentioned Jaguar Wright. She was like, yeah, I have people trying to come after me and they trying to silence me like they're doing Jaguar Wright. And this was on February 5th. So this girl is already knowing the game and stuff like that. She already said Jaguar's name before they even hooked up. So that lets me know like, oh, you were plotting. You know? No, once she gets with Jag, she's probably going to be released into the wild with Solar. And oh, God, please, no. That's my favorite girl said no. That's the wrong people. We need this girl on the straight. And here's another thing, too. Jag doesn't know this lady. You don't even know her, but you're letting her in. And so you're going to put her in is she going to go in your home? Or do you have a spot for her? Do you have a place for her apartment? You're going to let a stranger into your house. And you don't even know this person. You're not at least concerned unless you're not telling us that you already know her. She's a plant from Rock. Right, that's what we gotta tell Jag so she'll listen. She a plant from Rock Nation, Jag. Be careful. She a plant from Rock Nation. But you let this woman into your home and she's gonna sleep around, she's gonna be around your mom, your cat. Like, that's what I'm like. No, this was somebody that you were supposed to help from afar. This is somebody that you just look to as, oh, this is entertainment, you know, whatever. If you wanted to help her, you wanted to help her. I get people wanting to help the girl, and I'm completely fine with people wanting to help her. But I think trying to lean on this whole she's Aaliyah's daughter, we got to stop that. Clearly, we got to stop. We already know she got a mama, she got a family. We got to stop with the whole Aaliyah's mom and stuff like that. I think if we keep going with that, it's only going to get worse. I would call her by her name, Lagena, or Love, as she wants to be called. I would call her by that, but stop calling her Aaliyah's daughter. She is not Aaliyah's daughter. Right, right. Ugh, ugh. Speaking of that, stop calling her baby girl. You know they used to call Aaliyah baby girl, right? Well, they still do. So you calling her baby girl and stuff like that, like, no, you got to stop doing that. She is not kin to Aaliyah. Like I said earlier, now they're asking for cash apps to Sean David Way and Jack. Oh, Lord. Okay. No, I'm not saying that they're doing any so what is the money exactly for? Somebody had put in my Smurfy, was it you who put in my comments like they were first trying to get her a lawyer or something like that? You don't need a lawyer. You just need to ask mama. Like, mama, can you go ahead and take a blood test to make sure that you my mama? That's what you got to do. You don't need to do nothing and go. So you're going to try to get a blood sample from somebody who's dead and then somebody that's in jail. You're going to try to get a blood test from those people instead of getting it from your own family. That don't make any sense, y'all. Right. At least go ahead, get her monetized, get her a channel. I'll be watching. Go ahead, get her a channel, get her monetized. I think that would be best than trying to pass her off as Aaliyah's daughter and trying to move her from state to state. Because at this point, what if she is in a guardian situation and they try to say that you stole her? This shit is deep, y'all. That's what I'm thinking. What if they say like, yo, you tried to steal my daughter, so now I'm gonna try to have you arrested and you manipulated her and convinced her. I'll be worried about all this shit. I think about stuff like that. You know, how it looks, what's the interpretation? Because again, she's been going viral, but we never knew who she was before. Never. What Barbara say? Let's talk about how Holiday Heart is exploiting this poor woman, asking for cash apps just to speak to this young lady. He is disgusting. He needs to go to jail for that exploit. Oh yeah, dirty dreads, brittle dreads. He definitely need to go to jail. 200 do not. You don't get 200. Go straight to jail. He definitely needs to go to jail, Miss Barbara. You're right about that. And I'm all like, you guys are passing this off like, it's wild to me, y'all. I guess it's the double standard thing. Some people get away with shit and other people don't. I know if I was out there, people would be checking me and being like, you better not be doing this shit, trying to scam people and stuff like. But I guess, hey, a click and a view. Go ahead and do it. If that's what you got to do to get a click and a view, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'd rather just beg for cash apps if that's the case. If that's what you got to do for click and views, I don't want it. Viral ain't shit. When Home Alone broken, right. And that's my thing too. I almost feel like, yo, let's go viral with this shit, I feel like this is really what it is. Let's go viral with this shit. Let's try to, make some money and shit like that. Like, did anyone call her family and like check with her family and stuff like that? Did anyone do that? Because my thing, okay, let me use Just Curious, for example. So if Just Curious told me, and I just picked somebody who I just randomly look at. So if Just Curious told me, hey, I'm in a hard bind, stuff going on with my family, blah, 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 blah. I'm trying to get the hell up out of here. I'll be like, okay, well, first, what the hell is going on? Secondly, what's going on with your like? Did they ask that? Did they ask like what's going on? Like what's happening? Like why has nobody like asked those kind of questions? Like they just automatically want to move her. That's crazy to me. You just want to move her automatically, but then you didn't I just don't see what the point is and how this is going to work. I don't see how it's going to work. I want her to get help. I want her to do what's best for her. But I don't think moving her across state lines, and it's hard. I think some people are used to moving to different states. There's people that that move from state to state to state, right? But a lot of us, for me, for example, I've never been in any other state, so I don't know how the people act. You have to kind of assimilate and get used to the environment that you're going to be in. Who's going to say that she's going to like Dallas? She might not like it and be like, all right, well, I want to take my ass home. Once you want to go back home, what you guys going to say? Get the fuck out of here? No, you brought her out here. Now you got to take care of her. That's your responsibility now. Yeah, do her parents know, and aren't her parents in? Do her parents know? That's an important question. You're right about that. Tide has changed with Jag, and she's using Lagena to boost interest in Philadelphia. Fail. Ugh, I hope that's not the reason, but I definitely smell a money grab at this point. Then Jag got mad and started trying to overtalk because she didn't want a Greyhound to be heard. Oh, because you put her on a Greyhound instead of, okay, I get it. Jaguar set that up for people to watch her show on Roku. Jag is a scammer. Damn. Well, y'all let it be known. Okay. I'm just praying that the girl is all right, because at this point, I don't know. She's grown. She don't got to get permission from parents to be up and leave with Jaguar. But if she was just in the hospital, I'm gonna push back a little bit, Keish, because if she said she was just in the hospital like 3 days ago before their conversation, I'm a little worried that there has to be a person of contact when you get in the hospital. So were they cool with it? Whoever was her person of contact, like there got to be more questions that we got to ask before we just throw people out there, Yeah, it's a lot. I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link, see if anybody has anything they want to say. Yeah, this whole situation is crazy. Oh, whether you want to talk about Aaliyah's alleged daughter, or you guys want to talk about the Chris Brown, should Chris Brown still be canceled? I think it's wrong that they're trying to cancel him again. He already paid his debt to society. He's good. Leave him alone. So let me ask you guys, should Chris Brown still be canceled? Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Put a 2 in the chat, no. Okay, everybody put 2. Okay. Oh, there is a 1. Okay. Let me let I got 2 guests. Let me let Casey up, and then let me let Miss Barbara up. How y'all doing today?
Yo, take her for a minute, please. Oh, I'm doing good. I'm just cleaning out my room.
Miss Barbara, I'm gonna let you go first. Ladies first.
No, I want y'all to go first, because I'm gonna talk about Holiday Heart. The most.
Okay. Let me let Casey go first, and then I'm gonna drop him for a minute so you can go, because I don't want to get Casey in trouble. Casey, go ahead and sound off.
Man, okay, let's start with Kiely. She broke. She a drunk. She need to leave stuff alone. Everybody know Chrisean is the new Ike Turner. It was Chris Brown. Now he didn't pass the torch to her. And then the other situation, I'm going to let Miss Barbara handle it. I'm done talking about the little fake Aaliyah daughter. So, all you got the floor. Deuces, y'all.
Okay, bye, Casey. Thank you. Okay, Miss Barbara, sound off. Let me put you big on the screen, so you know. There you go. I'm still here, Miss Barbara. I'm here for moral support. I'm gonna let you go.
Yo, you funny, AT. You funny. let me tell you something. I never thought that Jaguar at one point was trying to exploit the internet. I always believed in her. But the thing she doing right now is letting me see she is trying to exploit this poor woman for money. She is trying to use this poor woman to get money. And I have to say that because she know this woman is disabled and possibly gets a check. I think that's the only reason Jaguar wants to see her.
Oh, Miss Barbara, you made. I almost choked on my drink. I had to spit it out real
She know that woman guaranteed
big on the screen. There you go. Keep going.
Gets a check every month.
So you think she trying to take her SSI check?
Hell yeah. She needs to manage her SSI check. That's probably her free rent. But Jaguar need to go apply for her own disability.
Oh no. You think she's trying to take her SSI check? Oh
exactly,
no.
Exactly.
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass. I mean, that's what she want to do. Like, come on. She's been living in a van. She might as well have a YouTube page called Van Life. We'll watch it. She'll get more money.
Yo, Miss Barbara, you
get a lot of views for the van life. For that van life, they get a lot of views. She could have been getting paid. Jaguar need to concentrate on her own bag instead of being used by Holiday Heart. Because when Holiday Heart had that sick child up there, and then sick ass Jaguar, and then had a cash app. To speak to them, you gotta hit the cash app.
Yo, I heard they were doing that now. If you want to come up, you gotta hit the cash app.
Holiday Heart. Yo, that nigga is bugged out, friend. Let me tell you something.
Miss Barbara, don't use the N-word during Black History Month. Come on now.
He's bugged out, friend.
Say ninja, please.
Listen, ninja. That ninja got some damn nerve.
Wait, so do you think that the quote unquote king, do you think that he gonna get part of the SSI check too?
Child, he'll be getting some of it. Jaguar keeps sending him $5 a night. Yo, let me tell you something. That's the shadiest little dusty bitch I ever seen. Friend, who the hell?
Miss Barbara, before you continue, let me ask the people real quick. Do y'all think Jag is going to steal this girl SSI check? Put a 1 in the chat, yes. Put a 2 in the chat, no. I'm so mad at you. Tell me why everybody put 1. I'm not answering the question, but everybody put 1. Yo, they gonna steal her check. Oh no.
Send Holiday Heart cash apps.
Because I just don't know about, because like I said, yeah, the girl is kind of, she's viral on TikTok, definitely. And the story is picking up steam now that it's over on YouTube, right?
TikTok for lying.
Oh, she did? You know what? Her TikTok is not there. You got to watch other people record it and talk about it on TikTok. Okay. You're right about that. So here's my question, though. Like, now that she's gone, okay, so she's viral, whatever, right? But now, even though she's somebody on the internet, I'm not moving you into my home. Like, Miss Barbara, would you move me into your home?
You looking handsome tonight. Yes, I will.
Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Okay, maybe I'm the wrong person. Would you bring King Dusty into your home? Would he be invited into your
Not
home?
that dusty bitch. But one thing I will do, I do spontaneously help strangers. I do. I
Mhm.
do. And I will, I had seen this 21-year-old girl homeless in the street of New York. And I'm telling you, I practically begged that girl to come home with me. I'm sorry, I'm stupid like that.
Mm.
I'm real stupid like that.
Yeah.
Because I just felt like I got daughters and I had kids at home. I was like, I got daughters. I just don't want to see you sleeping in the street. She was like, oh, it's fine. She was scared to come with me. I was like, please, you're gonna be all right. I just don't want to see you sleeping in the street. She was sleeping in the doorway of a department store. And that really broke my heart. She was only 21 years old.
Man.
So, I actually help people, strangers in the street. So
and I do want to say that too. I'm glad you brought that up because it's not uncommon for people to take somebody in. Like I had a friend who was getting kicked out, but I knew her in middle school though. It wasn't a stranger, so this might be a little different. But she was getting kicked out of her place, and I was like, "Well, we do have a bedroom here. You can move out to the Bay because she's been talking about she wanted to come back to the Bay." So I was like, "Yeah, you can move out here. Help you get on your feet at least. Blah blah blah." Because I know you wanted to move back to California. But she ended up working it out, so she's still in Arizona. But, there's been other people who've been like, hey, I'm in a bind right now. Is there any way you can help me? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, come on. But those are people I know. I just don't know if I could take a stranger. I think somebody from YouTube, I could see that, but not a stranger for me.
I definitely straight up could take a stranger, and I have took several strangers in my house. Yes, I have.
Oh,
yes, I have.
Keith brought up a good point. This girl already had a home. She's leaving her home to then, what's going to happen with the place that she's living in now? Because someone said she was living on her own. I was under the impression she was living with her family. She lives on her own. So what's going to happen with her place and stuff like that? Because Miss Barbara
is going to wind up getting arrested for taking advantage of that woman. That's what's going to wind up happening.
Oh. Because Miss Barbara, I know your thing. There's apartments in New York, and the girl lived in New York. Now she's going to move to Dallas. That's going to be a culture shock.
She don't need to come to New York. New York is the most horrible place.
No, she lives in New York.
Oh, the girl lives in New York?
Yeah.
Going to Dallas?
Yeah. Wow. And Keish brought up that good point. She already has a home. So this girl is moving, and she already has a home.
Well, where's she going? She's not going to get help. If she would have stayed in New York, she would have got some help because where she's going, they don't care what happens to Black people. Anything could happen to her. They could do anything to her down there.
I don't think people realize, and I don't want to mix politics into too much, but when you go to certain states, they don't have all those social programs and stuff like that. California, even though it's hard to get, California is one of the places that have, give food stamps, this and that and that and this. But you go to somewhere, even Nevada is a blue state. Nevada doesn't get as much. They don't even pay state taxes. So they don't have the same as much as we do as far as food stamps and stuff like that. You might have been getting a cool $1,100 from food stamps in Cali, but you move to Vegas, you getting about $400. That's it. So it's when you are on government assistance, and I don't know if the girl is on government assistance. I'm just assuming because if she had mental health issues, I'm just assuming, right? I don't know, but I'm just saying, if you have government assistance and you're trying to move that to a new state, it's going to be hard for you to do that. I'm just being serious. I don't know if they thought about that.
I'm asking a serious question right now. Does Jaguar even have an apartment?
She lives with her mom.
So that's where that girl will be living too.
Yes, and that was my thing. You're going to have the girl living with your mom, your husband, and your son. You don't know this lady.
And she could have a breakdown in the Jaguar house. She could have another breakdown. That's not cool. That's dangerous. And she could be liable for that too.
Mm-hmm. So right.
Too much. And this is the thing that got me. Jaguar was around Aaliyah and them. She know damn well that wasn't Aaliyah baby. So why is she doing this? She was definitely around them. Now I could see she saying, "Oh, Kelly's my father," because he probably put his seed everywhere. But come on, to say Aaliyah and for Jaguar to actually say that out of her mouth, now she looking crazy.
I
With
never
all the
thought
shit
about that, but yeah, Jag was. Here's the thing. Here's
was
the thing.
around them.
Jag knows a lot about the industry, but you would think she would know whether or not. You know?
Definitely, she would have known that. Definitely. Now, all of the right things she said about them wicked ass people, nobody's going to believe. That's what happens. You say one wrong thing, now all of your credibility is gone. Because I was around those rappers. Jaguar wasn't telling no damn lies until now. Until now.
Yeah, and Queen Tisha, no, I know specifically she wasn't around Aaliyah, but I'm saying like she was around, you know, the industry and stuff like that. So
Jay-Z
she would
was
know.
Aaliyah.
She would know. So yeah, how would she not? Being around Jay-Z, she would know, and she spoke on Aaliyah too. So you would know a lot going on, and so she knows that. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, can we please stop playing the game and saying like this girl is her daughter? Like, I just feel like we're playing with the dead.
No, now Jag is showing me she's definitely scamming. Because out of her mouth, I heard her say on the internet something about Aaliyah, your mother Aaliyah. Saying your mother Aaliyah to that girl, encouraging that. So
and calling her baby girl.
Yeah. So now you really, if now you scamming, you look stupid now.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't.
I definitely ain't like seeing her exploited. Like I thought I was at a carnival where you could throw a balloon at a, you know, and it dumps in the water. That's the way Holiday Heart was treating her, which was a shame. Which was a damn shame. Friend, my friend.
Let me try to read your.
I bet he ain't write that girl a check for $1. Holiday Heart. I bet you he ain't give her $1.
Miss Barbara on one today. She don't give a book. But no, I wonder who's the adult.
Jaguar. I respected Jaguar. I respected her risking her life, telling people the truth, how disgusting this industry was. I always wanted those men to be accountable for the things that they was doing to those women, making them be on their knees and barefoot. No. Yeah. Yes, he was. Yes, they was. And,
no, I know, but I'm saying like, you know, don't say it on.
I ain't saying, but that's what they did. That's what they did to them girls, and I always wanted them to get. R. Kelly not supposed to be in jail by himself. Just put it that way.
Oh, I definitely agree with that. Yeah. But what I was gonna say is that I wonder who's the adult in the situation, because now you got the two other bloggers and Jag, but who's the adult in the situation, like with a plan and like this is what we're gonna do A, B, C, and D. Like no one wrote this down. It was like let's just go and get her. Let's just get her.
Holiday Heart don't care. He gonna let Jaguar put on too much that she can't handle and exploit her ass on his show. Once they get together with the girl, something get messed up, she gonna be his content. She gonna be his clown. He gonna make money off her being the damn fool instead of helping both of these women. Jaguar is too talented to be exploited by Holiday Heart. She needs to really get herself together, get her page together, and she could really help people in the industry by letting them not, you know, making them be aware of the 360 contracts, making them be aware of the dark room Illuminati parties, because those parties do exist where people do drugs and all kinds of sexual acts. Those things do go on. Making the young generation aware, letting them know that you are talented and this is not the reason why you're not famous. The reason why you're not famous is because you got to go through these rituals in order to become famous. She was exploiting that because if you look at the industry, that crowd don't grow. Do that crowd grow? As many talented people there are in the world, that crowd do not grow. If it wasn't for American Idol, we probably wouldn't even have a Jennifer Hudson or a Fantasia.
Right. They don't let anybody in that club. It's very exclusive. You're right. Okay. But you know, I'm glad Keish brought up this too, because I was just wondering too. I was all like, even though I don't like Sean Dookie Way, I always figured that he would just go along with things, but he had his own brain. But it seemed like he's even going along with this, and
I
it's kind of
didn't
like,
want to defend him out of respect for you. I did not want to defend Sean out of respect for you, but you a fair
mhm.
man and a decent man. So you wouldn't mind me saying
Yeah, go ahead,
Sean is getting
speak your mind.
Sean is getting caught up in this. Okay, he's got a good heart in this. He's getting caught up the same way he got caught up in Larry bullshit. That was a consensual affair. Larry shit was a consensual affair, but he didn't know that because he was looking at what he went through in his experience. And once Sean seen that the woman was mentally ill, he said, "Listen, we got to help her. Right now, her life is in danger. So I'm giving a donation." He was being accused on another panel of being a part of scamming. And I had to take up for Sean because, I got on him because, I thought he was a mean girl, right? I went on that panel and I defended him. What's right is right. And I don't feel that he should be accused of being a scammer wanting money from this young lady when I seen sincerely his heart. The Holy Spirit told me he's really sincerely trying to help this woman, and he really thinks that Jaguar could help this woman. But what he really need to do is he need to find help for her. Since he took it this far, he need to finish and find help.
Right. I almost feel like, because here's the thing that I don't like, and I think they do it a lot. Oh shit! I know I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, but I'm gonna say it with my whole chest. So what these two do is kind of let Jag run the show. Like when she comes on my channel, you'll see us laughing and giggling. And then when she says something, they're like, "Oh my God, Jag, something." But they just kind of be like, and then they let her, and then they have callers call in, and Jag be going back and forth with the callers and stuff like that. And it creates a weird kind of environment. And it's all like, it's going to turn people off if you let Jag up there going after. Like what you do is have Jag come up with her segment. You be like, "All right, Jag, well, you have a nice day. Bye." You don't bring up guests to have that interaction and that back and forth, because that's where it gets really murky, and it gets like, okay, who you going to go for? Your fan base, or you going to go with Jag? Because it's going to turn people off, that back and forth. She's either going to get irritated and be like, "F y'all," or the crowd or the audience is going to be like, "F you," because you let her take over. There was a few of you in the chat, like Jag was cussing, yelling at people and stuff like that,
Yeah, that's why Conscience TV, he said he's not even going to support her, because he wants her to do better for herself. So he's not going to exploit her, because what Jag got to know, okay, we got the bad past. Let's go on to a better future. What are you going to do for the future? You have your beautiful game show. I like that show, Love Connection. She need to get her channel together, do a little Love Connection, teach people how to sing, write, do something nice. Stop talking about the bad past. Bring a producer on that will help the young generation be produced properly. You understand? Do something positive, Jag, because you are a positive Black woman. Stop being exploited, because that big crab in the barrel, he's a lobster, he's a whale, he's a killer whale. He's an octopus. You understand? The man is insane. He's evil as hell.
And Bush, baby, that was my point too. Like, this is blood on your hands now that you done got this girl out here and stuff like that. Like, if I knew that I wasn't going to be, because basically they're going to spin this and be like, "Oh, we know what we doing. We know what we doing." No, you don't. You don't know what you're doing. But if this goes awry, this is going to be blood on your hands. So if you want that responsibility, have at it. Elite Leo said, "Yeah, okay. She knows darn well Sean Dookie Way isn't dumb. Didn't just fall from the same BS. Sean Dookie Way don't give zero F's about that girl. He wants to be one of the first to report on the show." Elite Leo, I have to somewhat agree with you, because okay. Say if I'm helping, let's pick somebody. Let's say Carrie. Say if Carrie came to me and I'm helping Carrie, right? I'm not going to be doing shows on Carrie about how I'm helping him and all this stuff. I'm going to be doing it privately. And then once Carrie is in a stable situation, I'll be like, hey, Carrie, you want to come on the show and let people know what's going on? Blah, 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 blah. But I think giving daily, consistent, hourly updates on stuff,
He did it without her, though. His updates was without her being by his side. Like he said, if I wanted to exploit, I could call her up right now. Right now, I'm on here trying to give Jaguar some money because Jaguar done hypnotized this man. You understand? He even gave Jaguar money. I asked for a cash app so she could help the girl. You know, she's probably saying, I'm gonna do this for the girl, I'm gonna do that. And you understand what I'm saying? I really think he's a victim right now. And I'm gonna say that I judge people's spirit. I could tell, like you could see, I see sincerity in him. Nah, he's not in it for this bullshit. And this is why dealing with Holiday Heart. You understand?
Yeah.
And now Jaguar's starting to show her colors with this bullshit she doing with this young lady. You understand? Knowing she intelligent enough, if she really wanted to help this woman, she would have contacted Adult Protective Services in New York City, where she was, and nonprofit organizations to help this woman. And especially if her life was in danger for exploiting a pop star, they could have took it to the district attorney. Listen, we need some immediate relocation for this woman because gang members are after her.
Right, because my thing is like, so now that she's moved to Dallas, do we keep sending Well, I haven't. I ain't even gonna lie. Do we keep sending cash apps to her to feed her? And
I would not feed nobody coke habit.
No, I was talking about the girl. I was talking about.
You understand what I'm saying? Who the money gonna go to? Who gonna be managing the money? Hello, did you not hear that the cash app, it was in Jaguar name, not the girl name?
So it's not. So the girl. Hold on, y'all. Let me ask y'all. I'm not saying Miss Barbara is lying, but the cash app that y'all send the money to, is it going to the girl or is it going to
Sean had Jaguar cash app up, not the girls.
Oh.
Okay.
And so Sean is promoting her cash app and not
Jaguars.
Oh, he in on it too.
Nah, no, he's not.
Miss Barbara.
No, he's not.
So I ask you to donate to Iced Out, right? I'll be like, hey, we need donations for Iced Out. You know, let me put my cash app up there. You gonna put my cash app up there and not her cash app up there and not question it?
The one running things, getting a ticket, organizing a young
lady.
Thank
you, Wendy.
Finding a place for the lady to go. That's how it's going down. You understand? Jaguar's in charge of the money, finding her the place, helping her and all that stuff. That's how it's going down. That man is caught up too because he sent his own money. You know what? I would tell it, baby. If I felt it,
that's good that he sent some money, but like, why is it not directly going to her if she has her own like?
They feel,
y'all didn't ask that question like, hey, are you good with the finances? Do you have any money? Like, what's your financial thing? And that's why my whole point was about Miss Barbara. Let me finish. That was my whole point about them moving her from New York to Dallas. Like, when you moving from state to state like that, you need to make sure like the government assistance and shit that you're getting, that it all lines up and you're able to transfer it. Because I have covered California, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I also have a backup when I'm out of the state, and that helps me. You know what I mean? So I have a backup. But like, what is her backup for her housing, her insurance, food stamps? And I'm not saying she's on government assistance, but as I understand, she didn't have no job, right?
Okay, if you want government assistance, you got something like a credit card. Your money comes on a credit card. That's one. The reason why Sean had Jaguar number, Jaguar was supposed to be responsible in going to pick her up. That's what they was taking donations for.
But Miss Barbara, when you use your EBT in another state for too long, they cut it off. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that.
Y'all know that, right? Chat, real quick. 30 seconds. I'm gonna ask y'all, but did y'all know if you use your EBT in another state for a long time, they'll cut it off? Let me know if you guys knew that. Oh, y'all didn't know that. Yeah. When you use that, because say if you got one in California and you're using it somewhere else, they're gonna be like, well, I thought you said, like, why are you using it in here? Like the unemployment, you were able to get away with that because basically that's like a debit card or whatever, right? Because they give you a Bank of America card for your your unemployment. Like you can go to any state and stuff like that. Okay, Elite Leo knew, but other thing, you can't go to different states when it's like a government kind of thing because that comes direct. Like your unemployment is federal. Your your state gets the money, but your state gets the money from the federal and then blah, 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 blah. But your actual EBT, that's for the state that you live in. And that's how they know how much to give you and stuff like that. So if you do that, it messes things up. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole, y'all.
No,
I'm
you're
just
not.
saying,
You gave some good information because you're going to save a lot of people. Because my friend, mommy just passed away and her son gets disability and he wanted to stay out there and help, the father for a while. So I got to let them know that.
Right. Oh, thank you, Shirlise. I appreciate that. See, she knew what I'm talking about. She said, yes, that's true. I'm in New York and they gave me a little $21 and I didn't use it and they sure took it back. Yo, I got $19 and I still ain't used it. And Carrie, thank you for the super chat, Carrie. I forgot to thank you for that. Thank you. Go ahead, Miss Barra. I'm sorry.
No. I was just saying, that's going to help a lot of people that, have family out of the country that they might want to go spend some time with.
Right.
But
Dan knew what I was talking about. See, she said, I know someone in Texas that sells hers to people in Cali so it won't get cut off.
If Jaguar don't be very careful, because this young lady was also talking about, if I'm not mistaken, sex trafficking. Like I was listening to.
Oh Lord, where is this going, Miss Barbara?
No, I'm just saying the lady was talking about sex trafficking. Like, don't be taking her down there and start kissing on her. Stop playing with me.
I hope that's not what's going on.
Stop playing with me. Mama, she was talking in the bar and liking it. Now you got a young lady coming to you and your husband. Where's she going to stay? You don't have accommodations for her. You could be accused of sex trafficking. Stop playing with it. Don't go there and something happened to that girl and somebody try to have sex with me.
Miss Barbara, you need to give me a cash up because you done said so many different words and shit on here.
Oh man. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just saying things like,
wait, Bush Baby said that she probably. Oh, y'all need to stop. I can't stand y'all. Oh my God.
Oh yes, they will. Oh yes, they will. It's not to be played with. It's called adult.
Miss Aaliyah said she thought the same. Y'all be trying to get me in trouble, y'all. Oh my God. But yeah, like I just
soon as my ass get on broke, I'm gonna hit you off. Nice.
Thank you. But no, that's why I was saying, like, it's very important that she they thought about these kind of things. I wasn't trying to be funny when I said, like, did they check her finances and stuff like that? I wasn't trying to be funny, like, in her business, but if she is giving, government assistance and stuff like that, did y'all get that lined up? Or it's all like, hey, just come over to that. No, you got to get that shit lined up.
They lined it up. They lining it up. Get it?
Oh,
they lining it up.
Well, Miss Barbara, when the people drag me, I hope they drag your ass too. So,
oh man, listen, they know they can't drag me. They know this is not happening.
oh, so Miss Barbara, before I end the show, I want to ask you about Chris Brown because that's what we talked about earlier. Do you think they should still be trying to cancel him after all these years?
Hell no, leave Chris Brown alone. You know, because
Mhm.
I heard Brianna was hitting him hard first and everything. And, you know, let Jaguar story be told, you know, being told, you know, what she said that went down.
No, don't say it. Don't say it. I already know, but don't say it.
Everybody already know. I don't have to say it.
No, you don't. But,
Just laughing at, but being that we was told that story, leave Chris Brown alone. But one thing Blueface did, he told the truth. He told the truth. You can't touch her, because who else touched her and got thrown out? Come on, man. That fine ass girl, she could dance good. She played in Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. She married to a basketball tiara. She danced good. Come on, what's her name?
Ooh.
Played in Coming to America. She had a little short part, dancing with a pretty body. Her and Brianna got into it, and she got canceled. Kanye West was promoting one of her records at one point. She's married to a basketball star. Tiara, she used to live in Harlem.
You mean Sierra, who married Russell Wilson?
Yes. Her and Rihanna
Wait, she wasn't in Coming to America?
Yes, she was. Yes, she
Wait,
was.
Sierra?
Coming to America too.
She's trying to say Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor. That's who. Iman something. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, baby. She got canceled messing with Brianna, baby. She sent a picture of what Chris Brown did to Brianna, and baby, she was canceled.
I remember that beef. Yeah, I remember that.
So Blueface ain't say nothing wrong. Blueface said what he said. You mess with the wrong one, baby.
Wait, so you're okay with a man putting his hands on a woman and stuff like that, as long as it's like a bottom bitch?
I'm not okay with no domestic violence whatsoever at all. He's paid his price. You know, arrest him immediately. He's paid for his crime. He regretted it. He's now a father of a daughter. He's doing a good job. Everybody deserves redemption. Leave the man alone. Let the man live. It happened, you know. She said she put her hands on him too. She got it a little worse, you know, as always. You know, did his penalty. She even forgave him.
Right.
You know, so once she forgave him, we all should forgive him. I definitely forgive him, and you know, I'm glad.
Yeah, I agree.
They doing better. You understand? Don't let them keep having to be suffering for that, because especially if it was happening the way it happened.
Right.
Especially if it happened like that, could you just imagine? I'm on live, y'all. Y'all so rude. But yeah, they rude, child. They rude.
No, it's fine. Thank you, Miss Barbara, for coming up. I appreciate you, and thank you for.
Hey, is Blue Christian? She not pregnant?
Chrisean, and so she was caught smoking in the club, and then she was weightlifting. She lift like 300. She was able to lift like 300 pounds or something like that.
As I said, is she pregnant? Because she would do all of that regardless. I'm telling you.
That's going to be one strong baby. I'll say that. But thank you, Miss Barbara, for coming up. I appreciate you. Oh, did she say Blue Chris? Yo, I was supposed to end this show like at the hour mark. See, messing with Miss Barbara, she got me thinking, oh God, I can't believe her. Like I said, when the YouTubers be dragging me, they need to drag her too. But no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm completely fine. Actually, it's fight week and nobody want to fight with me no more. What the hell happened? But anyway, y'all, I want to say I love every single one of y'all. Thank y'all for checking out the show. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Like I said, Chris Brown does not deserve to be canceled. Blueface and Chrisean, people need to stop supporting that. Kiely from 3LW, hopefully one day they'll reunite. Probably never. And then with the situation with Lagena and stuff like that, I just want the girl to get help and know that she's going to get help. I don't want no kind of hoopla or any kind of mess. If they're going to get her help, they're going to get her help at the end of the day. But that's the end of our show, y'all. Deuces, we out.